Okay, there is no going back now, especially for you. Now in a moment we will head off down Swinegate, where in Victorian times you could have bought yourselves a pig, a nice pink porker. We'll cross over Grape Lane, where you could have bought yourselves a bottle of wine. But in Victorian times, Grape Lane had a nickname. It used to be called Grope Lane. And ladies, if you hung around there in Victorian times, you could have made yourselves a bit of a profit. Well, one or two of you anyway. Now, very important, you must stay behind me at all times. The man at the back, yes you, keep up. Or you may find yourself grabbed by a goat. I'm quite pleased by that idea. So get ready. We're going to head off down Swinegate, over Grape Lane into a narrow, dark alley named Coffee Yard, past a medieval barley hall, and out into Stonegate, where our ghost hunt begins. Stay close, stay behind, and keep up by the ghost of a small child who died in a horrible manner. This used to be the home of a local doctor, who was famous for his expensive parties that he held down here in his dining room. One night, his small daughter attended one of these parties, but it came to 7 o'clock and she was sent up to her attic bed. Well, like all small children, she wasn't tired and didn't want to go to bed. She must have been leaning over the banister to look at all the fun and excitement down below when her hand slipped. And she fell 55 feet down through the stairwell to the basement below, where she broke her poor little neck. Fortunately, there was no damage to the stick, and I would recommend that all of you enter this building tomorrow. You can go down to the basement where she fell and stare up through the stairwell, and you can go to the top and try leaning over. Now, a ghost has only been seen on one occasion, but she's more famous for a poltergeist activity. Every night I come here, I try to evoke her spirit, and I would like all of you to help me. I'll check your arm now, madam. Trust me.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a gynecologist.
No, you would do. You can't do it.
It's very interactive.
Well, can't ever think, but I'm getting very excited. Get up here. I have something for you, and I would like you to hold it for me. Grow up.
You don't know what you're dealing with.
You'll be needing it shortly. Now, in a moment, Julie, I'm going to ask you a question. And I want you to give me and everyone else here a completely honest answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready, Julie?
Yeah.
Julie, have you ever seen an erection like this? No. I asked Julie that question for two reasons. One is just to embarrass her. But number two is that there is a very weak link between this Roman column and our next story. For hundreds of years, this column has lain buried beneath York Minster until it was dug up and restored to its former glory. Our next story is about being buried alive. There have been many recorded accounts of apparent corpses reviving just in time to prevent their own burial. And even more horrific accounts of bodies found outside of their coffins, their fingers and their nails torn to the bone in their desperate attempts to claw their way out of their tomb. One such account is connected to a York graveyard. The gravedigger, on hearing that a young woman, was to be buried wearing an expensive necklace, some gold rings, and a gold bracelet, was determined to have them. So he crept back to the graveyard at night. He dug down to the coffin. He prized open the lid, and quickly he removed the necklace. He slid off the gold ring. But when it came to the bracelet, he found that the catch had broken. And no matter how hard he tried, he could not remove it. But, undeterred, he took out a knife, not dissimilar to the one I have here tonight. Julie, your hand.
Which one would you like?
That one.
That one.
Any jewellery?
No.
What a shame. I'm riding. Turn that way. Close your eyes. And unbelievably, he began to cut down into the woman's wrist. Right down to the bone. Is this better than Teletubbies? Well, unfortunately for the gravedigger, the young woman was not dead. She'd been buried in a coma, and now the flow of fresh blood made her hand jerk back to life. Now the gravedigger fled in terror and was never seen in York again. The young woman, however, made a complete recovery and was restored to her family and her friends. Julie, this is your moment. We're no particular hurry. Wipe it, woman, wipe it. Okay, look at me, as if you're interested. At this moment, I am telling you a ghost story. Has anyone noticed yet? Well, let's give it a quick try on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, everybody wait. That's good. Stupid people are waiting back. They think we're going to walk off into the night. But in a moment, we're all going to go across there and blow. Now, very important, any children do not touch the window. And ear. Don't lick the glass. But even more important, make sure that you come with me. I hate being over there on my own. So don't move until I tell you to, and when I tell you to, everybody walk slowly and carefully right up to the window. Wait for it. That's a new one. Okay, slowly and carefully. Right up to this window. Right up to this window. Come right. Don't forget to bend down low at the front. Come right in. With a nice grip. Come right. That's it. That's it. Come right. There you go. Are we ready? Here we go then. Count 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody! Oh God, here comes the manager. Go that way. Go that way. Quick.